Hi guys, this is Robert Rivera with the Rivera Trading Group, and this is weekly recap number 72. And I am currently just going through my journal just to show you guys the documentation of all the setups that I've done for the last 3 years. And I am encouraging everybody to keep track of what they are doing with their trades on a weekly basis. This is super important as this will give you a strong indication as to what is happening with your trading career, and it will help you tweak what works and what doesn't work. As I scroll all the way down to what's happening in the latest week, this last week, I find that, let me go back a little bit. This last week, there were 317 pips gained, 4 pip drawdown. Actually, it was like 10 pip drawdown if I'm correct. Let me see, 4 there and 6 there, so that's 10 pip drawdown, and a 20 pip loss, not 10 pip loss. That needs to be amended. Let's go ahead and do that right now. 20 pip loss and 10 pip drawdown, and there was 7 wins, 1 break even, 1 loss for a 78% win rate and a 6% minimum gain. These are the numbers for the year so far from the trade setups. Now, not every trade setup can be taken because I got trade setups for London and New York, but this gives you an idea of the accuracy of the setups and how you can benefit from them. Let's go to the weekly recap and see the details of the trades of this week. See you there. Hi guys, welcome back. And so here we start the week on the 10th with gold. Gold had made a very strong move to the upside, consolidated for a little bit, started dropping back down, and we catch it as it is in this zone right here. I am thinking that it wants to come down to demand. It has left a 30-minute supply over here as it is dropping. I mean, I'm sure there's other pockets as you go up, but this is the one that's most interested to me because it is within my zone. And I'm thinking again that it may go up, retest that, and maybe drop down to the demand. These are the results. Nothing broke out, nothing happened. Price just kept consolidating here in the middle, and nothing occurred for the first trade of the week for London. This is now, in the morning. This is 6 a.m. in the morning as I'm getting ready to do the New York trading, and nothing had happened. Let's go to GBP/JPY, which is another setup that I sent out on the 10th, and this we find that again it was coming back up. It seems to me that this is one big massive bearish flag, but you got to be cautious because it gapped up and now it's trading up here. Let's see what happened. It eventually actually broke out for 39 pips, but it only retested for 19 pips. For this to be a winner, this has to be at least 20 pips. So to me, this is a break even though some of you could have gotten, some good money out of that 19 pips. To me, that's a break even because it should break at least the 20 pip mark, and this one did not. Let's go to the next day. We have gold as it is dropping. Also, to me, again, this is another bearish flag. Perhaps it is now coming to demand. I have it marked up some supply areas here. I see it rejecting from up here, and I'm thinking perhaps I can catch a sell from up here as it is rejecting. And this is what occurred. Sure enough, it broke down below this minor area. We entered as it was breaking down below this minor support. We took profit at the zone down here. We can see how it came back up and retested that area again, and then dropped for over 100 pips or over 1,000 points. But we were content just to take these 670 right there points, about 67 pips, and that was that for that morning. You got GBP/JPY consolidating from before, comes back up in the zone, consolidated a little bit, broke down below, and now this is the New York setup, by the way. This is the New York setup as I am anticipating that perhaps we're going to catch a breakout to the top side or to the downside. We did not have a breakout during London. I think this is what this is showing actually, that it didn't break out. We ended up having a fake out, right? It broke to the top side, it came back inside. Entry would have been right there, but it faked us out even to the fake out. So this is an L. This is the loss of the week, just simply because once it comes back in, once the 30-minute comes back in, I'm anticipating it to come down here to this zone. This would have been my entry, and that's an L right there as it starts moving up. Not a terrible L. That was only 12 pip loss, so no big deal. We move on to the next trade setup. This is GBP/JPY following the next day. We see a demand. This is a 5-minute demand that it left from here. I'm thinking that if it comes here, it may want to bounce from here one more time. Always remember that price seeks areas of supply and demand. So I'm thinking if it wants to come up here or it wants to come down here, one or two is going to happen. And no breakout, nothing happened. It just kept consolidating. It did like a minor fake out here, but it never did close outside. So nothing happened, no breakout on that day. We go to the next morning. I think this is the morning. Yeah, this is the morning with gold. And I'm looking, this is a 4-hour setup. I was looking at this setup here as a potential return to underneath the $2,000 mark, which is why I have that red line there, because I'm thinking it needs to break the $2,000 mark if it's going to be coming down, being a psychological level. This trade I was taking live with the team, and this actually I took a couple of losses here, small losses, because it was trying to break, but it just wouldn't, and it just wouldn't. Every time it broke down below the previous 15-minute candle, I would go in, and it just kept rejecting me until it finally broke to the bottom. So I took a couple of small L's here before the win, and this is the win that came afterwards. It retested and dropped, and it dropped for a good, I can't remember what this was, something like 49 pips or something like that, 490 points or something like that. And that was that. Let's go to the next trade setup. This is the GBP JPY on the 11th. This is in the morning for the New York setup. These are the trade setups that I take live with the team. And we see consolidation, very nice consolidation. Again, I'm thinking price wants to go to the supply or to demand. One of the two is got to happen. And I'm just waiting for an indication, right? I'm waiting for a candle that closes outside so I can get a good entry to the top or to the bottom. It broke to the upside, nicked the supply, comes back down, gives the beautiful retest, perfect retest, and it goes up for 49 pips, breakout, retest, and zero drawdown. This is usually what we see on our trade setups. Is this the same day? Was that the 12th? Let's see. This was the 11th. No, this is the 12th. So now we'll go to the next day. This is gold. Gold's been having a resurgence, right? It keeps bouncing up. It did. Once it broke down below 2,000, it still came coming back up. And so now, and this move up with news, that's also because we had a lot of news this week. It left a big area of demand as it is going up. I'm not sure what happened on this one. Let's find out what happened. Okay, so it did pay twice. It paid to the upside and it paid to the downside. It paid to the upside some 280 points as it broke and retested, and it paid some 648 points as it broke and retested to the bottom. This is we used to see a lot of these before, where we got paid to the top and to the bottom, but as of late, not seeing a lot of those. Maybe because we're just less times on the charts as of late. So this is the last couple of trade setups for the week. This is for Friday night or the early mornings of London. I saw this evening cross happening right here, and immediately sent this over to the team saying, hey guys, I think this is going back inside the zone, and this is what it should look like when it goes back inside the zone. And it was quite amazing because that's exactly how it played out. It came back inside, it retested perfectly, exactly at the point, took profit right here at the 670 point area profit, but then look at what happened afterwards. I mean, it just crashed. I mean, this is a whole ton of points and pips here that we didn't catch, just simply because, again, if price is coming down to this zone, it should have some sort of reaction here, which is exactly what it did. It came down, broke, closed back inside. You see how price kept hovering around this area before it finally makes its definitive move to the downside. And by then, we are already in bed. So, again, this is the London morning. And then this is GBP JPY for the last trade setup of the week. Again, beautiful consolidation, stuck in the middle with me, waiting for it to go one way or another. And these are our results. It broke down to the bottom, coming back, retest. It gave us a tiny little drawdown, and it paid us about 30 pips. So again, the numbers for the week are 370 pips win, 10 pip drawdown, 20 pip loss. For 7 wins, 1 loss, 1 break even, a 78% win rate. And if all you did was take a 1-to-1 risk reward on each one of our setups, you would have gained about 6% this week. And that is that for this week. I hope that you got benefit from this. Let me know any other content that you would like to receive on these YouTube videos. And do not forget to like and subscribe. God bless you. Bye-bye.